Hello, welcome to JustPrime. As part of this video, we are going to see how to install Docker or Docker desktop into Windows machine. So what are the various steps we need to follow to install Docker desktop in Windows machine, and what are the prerequisites required to install the Docker desktop into the Windows machine. So that we are going to see it. So let's get started. So to install the Docker desktop, so we are going to open the official um, URL called Docker. So you can type here a Docker www.docker.com. So you can find this URL in the video description as well. So you can see this is the official documentation or website which is related to Docker. So the first most step, so we need to use the system prerequisite steps. So that we are going to see it over the in the developers and documentation. So basically, so once you reach this URL, go to the Docker. So this is official document where you can able to download the Docker desktop for Windows or Mac or Linux. So these are the different flavors of software which is available to download, install into the recommended machines. So right now we are going to try for Windows, so that we are going to use for the Docker desktop for Windows. So just you can click on it. So now you will be in the main page, so where you can able to download the main Docker desktop for the Windows. So this is the main thing you need to observe over here. So install Docker desktop on Windows machine. So before installing the Docker desktop in your Windows machines, so you have to verify two things in your machine. So first we are going to see the WSL2 backend. So what is mean by WSL2? So basically Windows supporting Linux module. So these are the WSL2 is bare minimum is required in your machine, so that you need to verify it. So after that we need one more thing called, so this is one of the main thing, Windows subsystem for Linux and hyper virtual machines. So this is the second part, it should be enabled in your Windows machine. So how we are going to verify this one? So this you are going to verify in your machine very easily. So let's get started. So if you want to verify this one, you just type Windows R. So you can just type turn, you will be getting this command, turn Windows feature on and off. You can click on it, so just will load it. So if you can maximize this window, you can able to observe these two parameters. So one is set WSL, so Windows subsystem for Linux. So this need to be checked. In case if it is unchecked, you have to check it. So this is one of the parameter what I mentioned over here, WSL. So Windows subsystem for Linux system, and the second one is Hyper-V virtual machine. So Windows virtual machine platform. So this is the two things, virtual machine platform and Windows Hyper-Vision platform. This is the second thing, Windows Hyper-Vision platform, and the second thing is WSL, so Windows subsystem for Linux. So these are the two things need to be checked and then submit. In case if it is unchecked, you can make sure you have to check it and click OK. After that you can go for installation. Apart from that, there are some other things. So if you want to check what version is available in your machine Windows subsystem, you can go for your command. So you can type this one, Windows subsystem for Linux, and you can give the version. So you can able to see the WSL version in your Windows machine. You can see here 2.3.26.0. So bare minimum we need at least a minimum 1.130 or greater than that. So but we have 2.0, so we are good. So we can go for it. So this is one of the condition, main condition, you need to check it out before installing the Docker desktop into your machine. So if you are okay for this one, you can go ahead. So now when you, so another thing is, so we need to, if you want to check what version of Windows you are using it, so that you can type here. Right click, right click on the machine, properties. So you can able to see here what's your RAM and what's your Windows 10 home edition and 10, and you can able to see the 16 GB RAM. So this is good enough, and 64-bit processor of operating system. So these are the another condition you need to check it out. 16 Windows 11 or 16-bit home or premium edition or higher one. So I think we are good for that one. Windows 10 is acceptable, and we can see WSL2 is very good features. So these are the two basic conditions we need to verify, and hyper we had verified. So these are the two basic things we need to verify. Once you are good for this one, then you can go for a download part. So how we are going to download it? So that download is very easy. You can go for install, and if you come to this URL, you can able to see a Docker desktop for Windows 86, and this that is second you can see here. So this ARM is a beta version, so basically I will recommend you go for the Docker desktop for Windows, the first link 86 underscore 64. You can go for click. So it is somewhere 495 MB, so it will take a couple of minutes to just download. Sanjay is just going to pass the video. So after that we are going to see the next installation steps. So just wait for a couple of minutes. Yes, now we can see. So the Docker desktop installer is downloaded completely. So let's check it out. So you can see over here we can able to download successfully. It's somewhere 506 MB. So now we are going to start the installation part. So for installation we just do the double click, then it will start the installation. Yes, now you'll be getting the pop-up, so you can say yes. So now we just did double click 2 times, so you are getting the pop-up. So just it is asking to create a desktop shortcuts, just okay, and then it is started downloading the unnecessary libraries and unpacking it. So just wait for a couple of minutes so just to install initially. So after that we are going to see the subsequent steps. Now we can see the installation is success. So you just click on close button. So you just close this window and go back to desktop. So if you see in your desktop, so you can able to find one of the Docker desktop icon. So you just do double click on that. So it will try to open your Docker desktop. So this is the what you will see it. So you go for accept, and then it will ask you some of the survey details. If you want, you can give, or else you can just skip for it. So now what is happening, so now in this case, in case if you have not logged in or if you don't have an account, so it will ask you to log in over here. But right now I have already logged in into docker.com website, so that's what you're just trying to use directly. Yeah, so now you can see it's logged in, and it's, you can see in the logged in user ID, so just prime, so I just logged in. In case if you have not logged in, so let me show you that one. Let me log out. You have been signed out, and let me close it and open. So I will show you. So let me click it, so you can able to see the scenario, so how it will ask for you to log in. So you can see over here, so once you click on the Docker desktop, you will get this icon. But if you see here, so it's not logged in, so you need to log in here, and you need to create an account. So right now I'm going to log in. I have already an account. So in case if you don't have an account, so you just try to create over here. So I have already an account, so I'm just trying to log in with my account. Click login. So open. So now you can see it is trying to connect your login credentials with to your desktop, and you can able to see your user ID, and it's a personal account and just prime. So this is the way you can able to log in into your Docker desktop. And now we are going to verify our installation steps. So how we are going to do that one, so you can open the command window. So first we need to see whether Docker command is recognizing or not. Just type Docker, press enter. So Docker command is recognizing. Now we are going to see, so what version of Docker we have installed. You can type here Docker version, then it will display all the versions related to Docker subsystem and the corresponding modules, Docker engine, container version, everything you can able to see it for here. But mainly if you want to see the Docker version, you just type here Docker hyphen version. So you will see directly a Docker specific module version. So this is the one that we are going to see over here, Docker client version 23.3.1. So other submodules version also we can see over here. So this is the way you can able to install the Docker into Windows desktop, and you can able to verify the version over here. The first thing is, so we need to observe over here, so we should have Windows subsystem for Linux a 1.1 or higher, and Hyper-V backend. And third one is you should be logged in into your Docker account, so that way your desktop will be used or sync with your login credentials, and that will be used for subsequent Docker search commands, etc. So as part of the next video, we are going to see how we are going to use this Docker desktop to search the image, to create new images, to run the containers, all those things we are going to see as part of subsequent videos. I think that's all about this video. If you like the video, you can subscribe to the channel for more subsequent updates, and thank you so much.